Hello world, WayofTime here, back again for another episode of EEPower. So, as you probably noticed before this episode, I hope you noticed, if not, I am deeply saddened. I have been gone for a few days due to what can only be described as massive hardware failure. My computer completely, well, it didn't crash per se, but it couldn't move past the hand span. So, for instance, it was moving as if it was an 8-bit computer. I'm not sure if you know what an 8-bit computer is like, but it sucked. It sucked. So I couldn't do any recording, had to get a completely new hard drive, but thankfully it allowed me to also upgrade my video card at the same time. So, overall, it wasn't too bad of a thing to happen to me. But without further ado, let's try to get this episode started on a bit of a high note. So we have nice 32 iron ingots, and what we're going to want to do is actually further our exploration in the mining age and get some of our, what is it? Yes, our quarry. We will want to get our quarry up and running. So let's get some of our major items that we will need, throw the non-major items away. I'll keep that on hand just in case I feel like getting some of them. I don't want to tap them that way, okay? You are sick-minded. Okay, so we're going to need to make 3 things, of course. We're going to need to make the 2 engines, which isn't too much of an issue. We just need to get the gears, but we're also going to want to make the other thing, which is the pump. We're going to need all of these to turn iron, which is going to actually take another step in between, stupid me. So turn all these gears into ironness. Here we go, we got iron gears, and now we just have to turn all of this into a bit more stuff. We're probably going to need a bit more iron than this, I do believe, because we're still going to need to make the pickaxe. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're gonna need 3 more iron. So let's go over there, get some iron. So once we get our quarry up and running at a high degree of success, we're going to want to eventually get a more dependable source of EU here. That's not going to be too difficult of a thing to do, since we got most of our stuff already pretty much raring to go. But, alas, it'll just take a bit of time. Now, thankfully, I actually remembered that the mining well is not a pump, and therefore it's going to require a little extra glass to become a pump. So we'll put the mining well here. We got our pump, and now let's finish our engines. We'll have 2 iron engines. I think 2 will be a sufficient quantity for what we're doing. We're not really doing too much in the energy department. And we have enough stuff to make some golden waterproof pipes. And we have our pump. So I think all in all we have everything that we need, except I think we should add one thing to the mix so that while we're thinking ahead. So let's see, this is a good amount right here. And do we have any hardened glass? Yes, we do. We got enough hardened glass to make some more of those fun stuff. Fun stuff, yes. Fun stuff is a very, let's just say it's not the most, I'm not even going to say it because I just continually suck at explaining things. Okay, this should take all of the energy conduits that we need. We'll have a bit left over for future reference, and we do have enough redstone to continually fill it. So let's put 60 more of this so we can fill some more later, and that's going to require the magma crucible, so we can use some of the energy that we have pent up, though it seems like we're waning a bit. Also, another thing that we might need are some gates. Because of how closely compact this is going to be, gates are never a bad thing. So let's go in and resume where we ended. So we have our fuel line going here. and we're going to need to have it go into some sort of energy. Okay, that was done because that's done. So how will we want to orient this? We're going to need to have water, that's for sure. And I'm thinking we might have to move all of the piping so that we have it in a bit less archaic fashion. Let's bring this over here and have it going this direction instead so that we can perhaps expand it later here. Maybe put some recyclers on, and that will probably have it some better stuff. Okay, so jibber jabbering away, I'm thinking since we have only 4 sides for this, obviously the fuel is at the bottom, and we're going to need to go back here for it to actually fuel up. Another thing that we're going to have to work on. So fuel this up, then we can get it on its merry way, continually fueling everything, and we should be good to go. Now, how much do we have left here? We still have some more steel quickly working its fashion. There we go, that's good. So we'll have some more. I don't know why it didn't just go right away. Maybe there's something to... Anyways, so we'll have power going on the top. And we'll have it going off so that we can get it to our nice dandy little, yeah. Okay, where shall we put the pump? We'll put it here, I think. And making sure I don't destroy too much because that's just not cleanly. Okay, now, forethought, one of my many talents. I'll actually put this so that it's not too much in the way. So it'll be like this, and we'll just need to get some more buckets of water than what we have right now. This will provide an infinite spring in the future, but seeing as we're not in the future yet, we can't really take anything from it. One of the drawbacks of everything, I suppose, but yeah, oh well. Okay, here is our portal, and let's go in. And we'll get the pump going by going like that. And now we got some extra water. You know, it might be a good idea to get 2 water buckets and bring them with me because it does seem like it will be worthwhile in the future. So, we'll power this up using our engines. And we'll have it directly powered so that it's not reliant on the energy that we have gained, at least. So, now, here comes the tricky part. We'll place this now, but we'll have it disabled because we're going to want to have some form of levering or leverage, whatever the case may be, there so that we can do stuff in a later fashion. Now, let's get 2 sets of golden pipes. We'll want to change this into as many of these as possible. That'll be good. And, oops, I did not want to drop that. I am dropping everything everywhere, which is not exactly the best thing to do in this situation. Okay, so water is hooked up, power is hooked up. All that we're going to need to do is hook it up this way. And here. There we go. So we got some water because energy did manage to flow out before we had a chance to stop it. Now the only thing left to do is have it so that... why do I keep on doing that? I need some sort of block to stop that portal. There we go. Maybe a bit overkill, but whatever. Maybe I should put cobblestone as the thing. Might be a bit better for my sanity. Anyway, so... Speaking about sanity, I think the only way to reliably turn these on is to put some gates here instead. So I think the best way to turn this on is have these gates emit the redstone signal, and I think we'll have it when the tank has liquid. So tank liquid. There we go, and put it to redstone signal. It'll emit the redstone signal. It'll start the energy process and produce the total of 12 megajoules per tick. For some reason, that doesn't seem to be too happy with it. Okay, we'll put that there instead. Doesn't like the redstone for some reason. Not too sure. I don't see why that would be powering that, unless it's the quarry. Yeah, the quarry must be getting powered, so to speak, and transmitting it to the red golden pipe there. Oh well. Let's see, how's this? We got a lot of sand, even more sand than we had before. Oh my gosh, and looking at our net, let's go here. On net, it's a slight loss of energy. That's not too bad considering that we're powering a pump and a quarry. So the quarry is obviously drawing 12 megajoules per tick. The pump slightly less than that. There's some loss in the transfer, I'm sure. And everything seems to be working. Okay, so let's go back to the overworld. We'll have this fill up as much as it deems worthy or whatnot. Let's see. It'll keep on going until it's done, so there's nothing we can do about that. This is running at a surplus of energy. How many stuff do we have? Do we have anything else that is in need of refining? We probably do. So let's go to our ore chest and see what we need to refine. Thinking sapphires, rubies, and all this will be worthy, and that will be a good enough stuff to do for now. Okay, now that we have that done, what we're probably going to want to do is, well, as soon as we get all this in, and hopefully there's room in the chest, we're probably going to want to refine our iron as well. Yes, that's what we're going to want to do. We're going to want to better the process over there and actually get some energy. So I'm thinking the best way to get our energy reserves up is to simply use solar panels. The more advanced solar panels will probably be preferable, seeing as it'll be, well, this is eternal day, so I think we have room. So thinking ahead, the advanced solar panels. Let's look at the solar panel recipe in general. The advanced solar panel, which is the one we'll do, requires irradiated glass, which requires irradiant uranium. Yeah, so that's irradiant. Okay. Which requires refined uranium. So to refine uranium, we're going to need to take the dust that we have and refine it by simply compressing it. So we should compress at least a good deal of this. Also, we will want to refine a bunch of our iron because I did see we will require a good chunk of advanced alloy. And I'm thinking we'll want to start with 2 of these. So let's go with, I think 10 uranium ingots will be a sufficient quantity to start with, so we can get that going. And we're probably going to need to power this in the interim, because frankly it looks like we're going to run out of stuff. So let's see, do we have any spare charcoal? We probably have some spare coal coke, so we can get some of that stuff. Coal coke and coal coke. How much coal coke do we need in here? Let's take this, wait till this is done, fill it up, then fill it up with this. Okay, there we go. And we have 9 coal coke to go. That will be the leftover amount, and that will be probably more than sufficient to power everything else. I think we'll just go half and half. That's probably the best plan. And this is easily keeping up with the energy reserves. This is still going to require a lot of power. And we have our refined uranium. So let's see. We got some bronze, of course, and tin. So I think the very next thing that we're going to want... Wonder why it's dark even though it's light. Is that decay? Please don't tell me that's decay. There's a light up there. No, that's probably a beehive. Okay. Whew. don't know whether it'd be decay anyways, but it kind of scared me for a minute. Okay, so what are we going to need to do? We're going to need to make some of this. Let's go whole hog and get a lot of bronze. And we're going to need to get the remaining of our tin, because we're going to need to roll that as well in our rolling machine. That's good. We'll throw the bronze away, copper rather, and we do have some extra bronze. So let's look, we're going to make 2 of these, so let's see. This doesn't require any, but this is going to require 2 for that, so 2 for 1. Haha, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of those, so we're going to need to get 30 in a rolling machine. So 30 of each material. No, it's 15 of each material. Yes, 15 of each material. So we'll put 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll just throw that in there and then just expect it all to work out, because frankly it's just going to take the stuff that needs. Okay, so we can wait for that. This seems good. How much oil do we have? Wait. Oh, crud. Seems we're out of oil. So we're not refining anything. Let's go. We got oil. Ouch. It's just not continuing on. But actually, 2 times in a row, you'd think I'd know better. Doesn't seem like it has any oil left. So it seems like this area is done in the oil department. Yeah, it's completely done, so we're going to have to move this eventually when we find another oil well, because it'd be a bit more efficient if we actually get that. Okay, are you going to stop lagging? Good, thank you very much for your patronage. Have a good week. Okay, so we got all of our precious gems. We got some more tin dust. Hey, wait, our rolling machine. We got all that we need, so let's remove the remainder. There we go, and we're going to need to compress all 10 of these. And we're also going to want to go out and get some more glowstone, because I am pretty darn sure we do not have enough glowstone to get everything. So that'll be a good compression. Got more random stuff, which I'm not sure what we're going to do with. Oh well. So let's see. We're probably going to... Let's see, what is ruby dust used for? Let's just check what each of them is used for. Pyrite, we can centrifuge. That'll be easy enough to do. Ruby dust, chrome, and compressed air when we have empty tablets. That's good. Uranium dust, I don't think there's a centrifuge. There is a centrifuge recipe. And it... Ooh... That is worthwhile. That's gonna take a lot of energy. Oh my. So, centrifuging uranium seems like it's going to be a good idea to do to get all that wolfram and etc. So we're gonna need to keep our refined uranium handy as well. Our steel production seems to be coming to an apex, so that's good. And our remaining junk is pretty much just that junk. Let's get our stuff that we're not using right away. And then we should make those circuits. Okay. Oh wait, I'm going to need to get that glowstone. And thankfully we do have an age for that. Huh. This place is kind of like Apple. There's an app for that. But instead it's an age. Hey sheep. Don't mind me. Okay, I think we have a sufficient amount of glowstone, so we should be good to go in that regards. Let's see, glowstone, glowstone. We're going to only require this amount of glowstone and only this amount of refined uranium, so I don't think there's any reason to get too much extra. Okay, let's go around and make the refined stuff, the irradiant stuff. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that is not how we craft things. I've been playing Minecraft long enough to know that's not the proper method, so to speak. Okay, And that's not exactly how you use a crafting table either. I thought I switched you two. They are definitely not listening to me, therefore I should probably be annoyed, but whatever. So we got our reinforced glass. We got our radiant glass by just doing something like this. And now here comes the fun stuff. We're going to need to make our advanced machine blocks. Do we have enough stuff for everything else? I'm pretty sure we do. And we're also going to need to make a few circuits as well. The circuits will be required for all the, circuitry. I think that's a good assessment way. And just in case, we're only going to want 4 lapis, get 4 lapis. So let's see. How many circuits are we going to need? Solar panel, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 generators. So 4 circuits, 2 generators. And let's see what we were actually looking for, which happens to be slipping my mind right now because I'm a complete nutball. Ah, yes, we're going to need to make those circuits first of all, and unfortunately we are going to need to make some batteries. So let's get that here, rubber. And it seems like we have a sufficient quantity for once, so got all that. We're good to go. 5, 5. Oops, making sure we don't make too many because that would be a bad thing. And here's our 4 electronic circuits. We'll need to make 2 of them into other stuff, but for now we need to make the batteries. 2 batteries, I think, will be good. 2 RE batteries, good. So we got our RE batteries. Now we're going to need to make our furnace, Ferni. Let's go with Ferni. Ferni. What to do with the Ferni? Make them into iron ones to be a little more kick-ass, and then we'll make them into generators. Now I remember what I was going to look for. It's our copper plates. This isn't enough. I think we had our more carbon plates than that, so we're going to need to check. Carbon. Where is carbon? Here we go. And now that I remember it, to probably be a bit more efficient, I think we have more coal. Do we have more coal? Is this coal? Yes, that's coal. So to be a bit more efficient, we'll throw away some of our stuff. We don't need any more of that. And we have enough stuff to just throw it in our coke ovens and continue our process, and then we'll have a full a lot of liters. So let's go with a lot of liters. We'll have a full lot of liters to get everything going. And I think this is a pretty quick pace. Now let's see how this is going. It seems like everything's going to die very soon, so we should at least get the first one made. Wait a second. It needs 2 per. Oh crud. That means we're going to need more rubber than I thought before, but at least we can make 1 of these for now. That kind of snuck up on me, and we need our glowstone. That is even more. So we're going to need some more rubber. So did we have that? Yes, we did. So let's get some more rubber. Ha! So that's 1. If we can get 8 of these, I do believe we can actually put this stuff in the centrifuge instead and be a bit more happy about it. Now, is there any more? I should probably cut down the blocks that don't have any rubber whatsoever, because it's just fooling with me. This is not enough rubber for everything that we need. We're going to need 1 more piece, and we can probably go to the overworld to get that done. So since we are going to only be able to make 1 of these, let's just focus on the 1 for now, and then we can get everything else going. We'll need to get glass panes as well, and let's look at the recipe for our solar panel. Circuits, good, and our silicon. So silicon, 1 of these. this and our regular circuits. Here we go. We got one solar panel, and now we're going to need to combine these with some glowstone, which I happen to forget entirely because, I don't know, I'm kind of like that. So get the glowstone here. Let's see, glowstone, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a bit more. 3, 4, and a bit more. Wow, I'm a poet and I didn't know it. We'll need to get some more redstone, but that's not too bad. I think we do have the redstone to get it. So here we go, refined, irradiant, and we have our first ever advanced solar panel. We'll just pop it on over here. There we go. Now we got energy, outputting at the speed of electricity, which happens to be very slow, I might add, if you didn't know that. Yeah, you'd think electricity, because it's all electrons and that, would be moving a little faster, but it's going very, very, very slow in the wire. Oh no, I thought that was kind of interesting. So, we're going to need to make our other one. So we have our 6 rubber. And that's going to need 2 more resin to be able to get it. So we got 1 resin already regenerated up here. And, oh, that's actually, ooh, yay. So we got some 4 stuff. That's my forte. Okay, so we're going to need to wait about a minute for all this to go. And then we should be good to go. Okay, we got everything all ready to go. So just bring all of this around, bring that there, and we'll just need to combine this. I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay, it's a little obvious about that way, so let's see, 4, 4. 4, I said. There we go. Now that it's actually listening to me, we can go ahead. And now that we got that, we might as well go and get the redstone and craft everything over there so that we have everything working. Working would be a good thing to have it all doing. And that's going over its last half or last liter of stuff. So that's going to need some refill. So let's see, 2 electronic circuits. And we're going to need to combine it with some more lapis. And I seem to be everywhere today, so forgive me. Lapis right over here. Right here. And we'll once again make our 2 electronic circuits from this with our glowstone as well. And let's actually get this going. Oh, derp. Derp-a-derp. Derp-a-derp-derp. Of course I needed another thing. I don't know why I forgot that. It should have been painfully obvious, seeing as I had 1 extra of these, but oh well. So, bringing the advanced circuit, our irradiant glass, and once again, our final solar panel, and we got an advanced solar panel yet again. So, we're going to need to bring this, and this is going to power the recyclers that we will have and bring them into the Quarry Age. I think that would be a sufficient thing to do. So if we bring our stone transport pipes and get everything going, we can bring this to our Quarry Age, and actually we're going to need to also disable the recyclers that we have right now. So hopefully, as if our scrap went all the way down there. So we're going to need to retrieve that. Okay, good. That seems good. Let's get that. Hopefully this proves as successful, and we got machine block. So I'll be right back and repair this machine block, so to speak. Turn it into something a bit more useful, such as a recycler, and then meet you in the Quarry Age. It's a good thing I managed to actually have that extra rubber because it's a lot easier once we actually have rubber, you know? Okay, I am being a little babbling. So that is a lot of sand that is going to wind up elsewhere. So let's get this going. So this I don't think we need. And let's get rid of that. So I'm thinking we'll have the recyclers here. That'll be simple enough to do. I recycle, so should you. So we got that good, and the next thing we're going to want is for all of this to come in easily. So we'll split this up so all the sand will go through, I believe it's the yellow path. Then all that's left to do is actually make the path, and the blacks will have the sand forced down as well. A bit expensive, I know, but what's next afterwards is a void pipe. So let's actually get the void down. There we go. So everything else will go if it can't go in there. And now that's left is to pipe it all in and run the recyclers. Now, actually, we're going to need one extra thing, which is pretty important, if I do say so myself. The advanced machine, advanced solar panel. So all of this is going to continually start running, and then we'll produce a bunch of scrap from all of this useless material, which happens to be ready to be sent into the Merry Blue yonder, i.e. my other main building, and it's going to be very annoying when it does so. Oops, that is needed, so I better keep that. And we do have enough energy to keep everything nice and happy. I don't know why this isn't good. Okay, come on. Oh! There we go. So it saw this as a non-solid block. I should have clued into that. It might have been a bit useful to keep everything else alive here. And speaking of which, we got not much in the way of fuel needed. Then again, it's all going into that, so I think we're good. As you can see, everything else is now getting voided when it can't go into our recycler here. So that is a good sign. Everything is working. All that's left to do is get rid of the sand, or maybe use this sand for, I don't know, maybe build a gigantic sand castle. I think we have enough of the sand to do so. Well, that's all the time we have for this episode of EEPower. If you like what you see, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe to future episodes. WayofTime here, signing off. Have a wonderful day.